I'm punching fear in the face today. I'm knocking out all kinds of stuff today. That's my daughter. But today, I had the day off of work, so I took my husband to work and I took the car. I rarely drive since I work from home, and it gives me a lot of anxiety, but I did it. And now I'm taking my daughter to the park alone, which I haven't got to do yet. She's 10 months old. And my husband and I do everything together with her. So this is going to be an experience because it's in my hometown and I avoid it with my weight gain like crazy. And there's quite a few people here. At first I pulled up and I'm like, yes, there's barely anyone here. But now I see there's over 20 children here. It's going to be fine. I'm going to have a good time. And I know with and through God, I can do this. And I'm going to face my fear. And fear is a liar. So here we go. This might seem silly to people, but I don't care. When I stopped driving a while back from working from home and stopped going out alone very often, or even things like taking my stroller out of the back of the car and getting it prepared to put my daughter in, I don't do hardly any of those things, so it gives me anxiety. And the less you do, the more anxious and anxiety filled I become. At least that's how it is for me. I should say I, not you. But the more I overcome those fears, the better I've become. So just these simple steps that are being taken has helped me tremendously already. And that's why I'm documenting these little things, because all of the little things, they start adding up one by one, and then I become this extremely anxious person, and I don't want to live that way. Fear truly is a liar, and the less anxious I am and the more I rely on God to get through this, the more my faith builds stronger. And that's the whole goal here, is to get myself out of a comfort zone that I put myself in my entire life and to grow as a person. So if I am doing these things, then obviously I can get to another level mentally. And we're off. I finally get myself to come out here and it looks like it's about to rain. It's been sprinkling all day, which is fine. I hope it stays that way. A sprinkle is fine. But the other day we got trapped in downpour rain, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen again, but I guess we'll see. I don't know if you can tell how dark it is right there, but it looks very dark the way I'm walking towards. So let's see what happens. It's very busy here. I'm feeling a little anxious, but I can get over it. Do any of you have little things that you don't do because of your anxiety, or box yourself into because of a comfort zone you've allowed yourself to have? If so, share yours down below and let me know how you overcome your anxiety. My husband typically is here with me, recording and being with me, so this is pretty new and awkward without him here. There's almost nothing more unnatural and more awkward than setting up a tripod to record yourself doing something that everyone does every single day. But this is a way for me to document that and hopefully encourage someone else as well. Because I can't be the only one out here with anxiety, one, and two, I hope that I can help people that are like my size, that don't feel like they can get out and do things because of shame or being anxious or scared or whatever your excuse might be. I do hope I can encourage at least one person to do this as well. It's pretty awkward recording in public, so that's another thing to be anxious about, but again, I got this and God's got me. It feels good outside, but it's also humid, but at least there's wind blowing as well, so that is helping me a lot right now. And there's hardly anyone on the actual walking paths, so that makes it better as well. I'm gonna go push around the swing here in a little bit once we get back over that way. When I was younger, I ran up that hill a lot, mostly for fat loss camps, because when I was 15 years old, we did like this Biggest Loser challenge, and I really sucked at it. I think I lost 5 pounds in the whole 12-week challenge. But part of it was doing a 5K and a triathlon. I did decent in those, but running up this hill was insane. Hopefully one day I'll be able to run up this hill and it won't be a big deal at all. Thank God it's not too hot right now, because I just stepped in a giant pile of mud, not paying attention. And now my left foot is soaked, but at least I'm wearing sandals, I can rinse them off. but I have to like step down, so I just gotta remember to just be very careful when I go to leave, because I'm a big girl and it's easy to fall. I had a lot of anxiety during this because there were a few ladies sitting on a bench and they were probably just talking and laughing with each other about whatever they were talking and laughing about, but they kept laughing and it made me feel like they were laughing at me, because that's where your head goes when you're my size and when you have anxiety like I do. In reality, they probably weren't laughing at me, but it's also no excuse if they were laughing at me to hold myself back in the way others perceive me or feel about me or think about me and how I live my life. I don't want my daughter thinking that I'm not going to push her on a swing just for the simple fact someone might be judging me for that, when the only real judge I have is God. I let my anxiety win and I stepped in this big puddle of mud thinking I had to step up this step, when in reality it's all flat that way. So I didn't need to do that. All because I was feeling anxious about recording in public and being in a larger body. Silly me. My girlfriend needed a bottle, so we stopped here. And it's starting to sprinkle anyway, so might as well sit it out for a little second while she drinks her bottle. I always think about and talk about how I want to get out of my comfort zone, but it's actually taking the steps and actions and making a plan and seeing it through to be able to get out of that comfort zone. And now that I'm finally doing it, I feel like my confidence is slowly but surely building. There are so many things I want to do and so many things that I want to accomplish, and I think my list will grow longer and also change, and I'll have to adapt. The more confident I get and the healthier I get, the more I think I'll end up wanting to do and be able to do. And like I said, it'll make my list change, I'm sure. So I'm excited to see the progress that I make in my comfort zone, overcoming anxiety, and just to deepen my faith and have more boldness in the Holy Spirit are like my biggest goals right now. And I think I am getting one step closer every day to becoming a better me, and that's just wonderful. I'd like to prove myself wrong in the way I've always thought about myself and my capability, but I'd also like to renew my mind and just be transformed in the spirit and as a person as a whole. I'm just so thankful that I finally woke up and just started. I think one of the hardest things is I have to leave my camera here to get any footage, words. So then I'm like paranoid, but it's my anxiety. There's nobody around here, and there's probably nobody around here that would even steal my camera. So yeah, just another thing. But I think I'm doing pretty good. Other than sitting down for less than probably 2 minutes, I've been just walking the park. I swung my daughter as long as she would let me, which was like 2 minutes. Probably gonna do another couple laps and then head to pick up my husband from work. Scratch that. Also, it looks like my face is getting a little slimmer from what I can see in this camera reflection thing. But anyways, it ended up starting raining. It's raining right now. So I literally, it was like the perfect timing. I started walking and I'm like, this sprinkling is kind of picking up. So I put my camera in my backpack and I got her loaded up into the, well, scratch that. I put my camera in the backpack. I got back to the car and then she wasn't finished with her bottle and she can't hold it like this while she's in the car seat. So I opened up the back hatch and we chilled under there while it was still lightly sprinkling while she finished her bottle. And then we got in the car and then it started downpouring. So, yeah. God's divine timing, I'd say. But this was a short trip, but it was honestly really good for me because I think it was just like the perfect amount. I wanted to go over and walk around the pond that's here, but there was a lot of fit and active people and I didn't want to record. I should have just walked it and not recorded it, but I didn't want to walk it and record it and be in people's way. And I feel like I'm already in the way being my size, so either way, I wasn't down for it today. But baby steps, I'll get there one day at a time. I've already conquered so much. I have to drive like 30 minutes to pick up my husband in the rain. God is with me, though. It'll be okay. So yeah, another day, another fear conquered. Lots of them today, apparently. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, tell me why. And if there's anything I should talk about more or improve on, please let me know as well. Thank you.